Back on Mediacom Channel 22 and online too, ColumbiaCougars.com, as we talk Cougar soccer with head coach John Klein, the Columbia Cougar men's team down the stretch. A handful of games left here in conference play, and then setting up for the conference tournament. And hopefully the third straight tournament trip to the national tournament. We'll keep fingers crossed and see what happens down the stretch for that. The women's program, yourself and then your assistant coach for both the men's team and the women's team, Coach John Deshay. You guys have been hustling all over the state of Missouri and some other states, watching a lot of girls soccer and high school players and also some junior college ladies. Talk about where things are at right now with the building of the next thing here at Columbia College with the women's program.
You know, I think we're getting close, Cosmo. We do have 4 offers on the table to mid-Missouri girls, you know, and don't know that all 4 of them would accept our offer, but I think they're considering it, and I'm excited about the interest that we're getting. New emails every day, coaches calling, girls calling, and then of course we're doing an awful lot of calling. Coach Shay's been on the road a lot. I've been to some tournaments, St. Louis, and headed to Springfield this weekend with my own girls team, but I'll see some high school girls play down there. I think the JUCO route is a route that we'll probably pick up a few players from. So have not signed that first girl yet. That should be exciting when that occurs. But we feel real good about you know, building our team and finding 18 to 20 players by next fall.
And that's the interesting part. You know, when you start from scratch, you've got to build that balance of freshmen that'll be 4-year players for you, and also bring in some experience with some of the junior college girls or some D2 transfers into the AMC and the ANIA level. What kind of balance are you looking at? What mix, or does it just kind of wait and see on the right prospects?
Well, no, I think that, you know, I think we'll probably sign 10 to 12 freshmen. And then I'm guessing we'll find 8 to 10 JUCO type players or transfers. So it might be hard to find sophomores. They'd have to be some type of a transfer. So I think we're going to have that one gap year. You know, I think we'll find plenty of juniors and plenty of freshmen, and maybe we'll fit in a senior or a sophomore here and there if girls are looking to move from other schools. And I do think that we have some interest along those lines as well. But we want to see the players. We don't just want to add 20 players just to add them. I'd like to find soccer players, and we'd like to find student athletes, and we'd like to find girls that want to be on the Columbia College campus. And
we had mentioned earlier, again, it's a theme with all of the coaches on the shows, but Columbia College athletics and academics, it's at a high standard and a high level. I know you want to be able to hit the ground running and competing right away. What's the landscape like on the women's side in the AMC conference?
You know, I really haven't even researched it all that much. McKendree, I think, typically was the class of the group, and they've moved on to D2. I think Park leads the group, and you know, William Woods looks like they're having a fair season. So you know, I haven't seen any of those teams play yet, so I don't want to speak too much. But as I'm watching high school soccer, I'm really enjoying the level that I'm seeing, and I think there's a lot of opportunity out there to pick up some quality student athletes.
And you look at the way the scheduling works, especially with conference matches, then those would be double headers. For instance, for the most part, as many as possible. Would that
ideally they would be. I mean, at this point, the women's side of the AMC plays a double round robin format because they only had 5 teams. So there'll be some meetings in the next few weeks to determine if that'll be a double round robin or just a single round robin. And if it's a single round robin, then pretty much every time we show up with the men, we'll show up with the women, and we'll play double headers. But there'll probably be a few contests next year on the men's side and on the women's side that are just single contests, you know, standalone contests. But most often, I think we'll be traveling, men and women together, or inviting programs in, men and women at the same time. And I kind of envision 4 o'clock afternoon matches for the women and 7 o'clock evening matches for the men. And maybe that flip-flops as well, I'm not sure, but that's just the way I'm seeing it at this point.
Line it up, and is continuing to add more and more. As you look on the ColumbiaCougars.com website, we've got the links up for all the new sports, and more coaches coming in and getting lined up, and before you know it, there'll be pictures of girls and jersey numbers and hometowns and then we'll be on the field over there at our Marvins with the first women's soccer match. It's got to be exciting prospects to get everything put together. Obviously hard work, but at the same time, it's very exciting.
It is. I think this first year is going to be the most work of any of our years. You know, finding that first group of 18 to 20 players, and from there, I think we'll be able to build it. But right now, it's a lot of hard work. Coach Deshay, we're happy to have him on board full time, helping us out, and we feel really good.
All right, well, good luck with that, and we can't wait for the first announcement of the players. And good luck with the men's squad down the stretch. Again, webcast for the home matches. You can also watch some of them here on MediaCom Channel 22, as well as the webcast, the CougarCast at ColumbiaCougars.com. Thanks for your time, Coach, and we'll see you the next time here on the Cougars Coaches Show on MediaCom Channel 22.